Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be two parts. It's going to be a very important video and perhaps a very personal video to the channel, really talking to you guys, giving you guys my thoughts on where my head is really at regarding Battlefield 6 and everything that has happened with my channel since I started, well, content creation all the way back in 2018. First, we're going to be going over multiple different pieces of information that heavily suggest there's going to be some sort of 3-day Battlefield reveal event stretching from July 29th all the way to July 31st. We're going to be going over an article from Tom Henderson and statements from an OG Battlefield YouTuber, Rival X Factor. So let's jump into things. If you enjoy the content, hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Over 50% of people that watch my content are not subscribed. You may think you are, but you just aren't, so check that. And of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section. The Battlefield reveal is definitely right around the corner. I would be shocked if it isn't at this point. And I would love to gauge just how you guys feel right now about this going into, well, really the start of the next Battlefield title. Talking about this article from Insider Gaming from Tom Henderson, it is entitled, Exclusive Battlefield 6 Reveal Will Be July 31st in, quote, COD Next style event. The article goes on to say that, according to sources familiar with the plans of the Battlefield 6 reveal, content creators and media have been invited to play Battlefield 6 from July 29th to July 31st. It is understood that the event will be somewhat akin to COD Next, which isn't at all surprising given how the next game is shaping up to replicate the Call of Duty franchise's success. The event is set to take place from July 29th for 2 days behind closed doors, allowing content creators and the media to get hands-on with the game. Then on July 31st, Battlefield 6 will be officially revealed to the world with gameplay, developer interviews, and more. This to me all sounds fairly standard. This is exactly what they really should be doing. Hopefully there's no more Trevor Noah or random miscellaneous celebrities they invite to try to push interest to the game. That has always been super cringe to me. I personally hope that at least some of the creators they invited to this event actually play Battlefield. I always hate when you see these sponsored EA events for Battlefield, and it's just a bunch of random people that have never touched Battlefield in their life, and as soon as their sponsored stint is over, they will never play Battlefield again. Now moving on to some comments on this from Rival X Factor on Twitter. He said that he individually confirmed with another person that there is indeed a 3-day event starting on July 29th. And he goes on to mention that the open beta for Battlefield 6 will launch shortly after this event. Obviously, we have to take this with a massive grain of salt. X Factor is a big Battlefield OG YouTuber. I'm very certain that he definitely has insider contacts even to this day, but of course we have to take this with a grain of salt. So, with all signs pointing to the next Battlefield reveal being right around the corner, I want to give you guys my honest thoughts of where I'm at, just as a content creator, as a Battlefield player, with the next Battlefield game ramping up right now. Longtime viewers of the channel will know that I started streaming at the tail end of Battlefield 1 way back in May of 2018. I essentially completely missed all of the Battlefield 1 hype because, well, I never really planned to be a streamer or a content creator. It just sort of happened. But ever since I started streaming, I never really stopped. I have streamed almost every single day since May of 2018 through all of the horrible Battlefield launches, and I have 2 of those under my belt right now. I played every single day of Battlefield 5, all the way from the alpha to the last day before 2042 launched, and then of course I did the same thing with 2042, which is still ongoing. I have personally never had the opportunity to experience or cover a good Battlefield game and enjoy it with my community. During the BF5 and 2042 eras of my channel, I have formed a bit of infamy within the Battlefield community. A lot of people, especially on Reddit, would consider me to be like their #1 worst enemy. I'm not even joking, someone on Reddit today compared me basically to Hitler, which is just completely unbelievable, even for the standards of Reddit. But I do have to say, while some of this infamy or maybe hate from the community is deserved just based off of some things that I've said and done in the past, a lot of it, I would even stretch to say most of it isn't. Like I said, I've never had the opportunity to cover a good Battlefield game, so I've never had the opportunity to really publish positive content because a lot of what is surrounding Battlefield with the past 2 titles is negative things, like BF5. A lot of negative things happened in that game. 2042, even more so. So I completely disagree with a lot of these takes. I think it's actually completely unfair. I have changed so much even in the past 6 months, and as of right now, I think I'm finally reaching that point where I'm ready for this next big release. I'm ready to cover it in a just a better, more professional manner. I'm sort of past that amateur content creation point. Like I said, I never really planned on being a content creator. I don't think anyone really does, but along the way, I've learned a ton of things. I've changed so much. I've started the top plays back up on the channel. I'm doing weekly podcasts. And with 2 Battlefield releases under my belt, I have covered every single piece of content that has come out for the past 2 Battlefield games in full. I know what I'm doing now. I know how to approach things, and I think I really have an understanding of what people like and what people want to see from my channel. I have to give a massive shout out to every single person that has ever watched my stream or watched a YouTube video, dropped a like, left a comment, even DM me on Twitter to say, hey, you know, love the videos, Enders. You guys are freaking amazing. You know, you guys have given me really everything, even during the absolute darkest times of the Battlefield franchise. I have still somehow managed to create an amazing community. We're still pushing towards 100,000 subs, again, even with Battlefield not really giving me much to work with, not much in terms of, you know, content or hype or interest. And I think that really speaks volumes just to the strength of this community going into Battlefield 6. I feel as though I have a much better grasp as to what I'm actually doing with the YouTube channel, and I just want that opportunity finally, after 7 years of daily content creation, to have a good Battlefield title to cover with my community and to play and enjoy as a player. And one thing that I consider to be a foundation of not only myself, but of my channel, I'm always going to cover the Battlefield franchise with an honest view, even if people disagree with me heavily. I love the Battlefield franchise. That's why I started my channel on this game, even in its darkest days. I love learning every single tiny detail about every single game, how the gunplay works, how the movement works, how things are balanced, what should change, etc., etc. I'm not an EA Creator Network creator. I'm not a DICE friend. So if you guys are looking for an honest viewpoint on the upcoming Battlefield release, consider subscribing to the channel. I stream every single day, as I have since 2018, at twitch.tv/enders. I'm going to be co-streaming, or at least trying to co-stream, the Battlefield reveal events. I'm going to be giving my honest reaction to the things they are revealing live, as well as YouTube videos. And I'm just excited, and I hope I am justified in feeling excited for what is to come in the future. Obviously, I'm still trying to keep a level head with what is happening. I have experienced the worst of Battlefield. Hopefully that will be behind us. And DICE finally delivers what they should have delivered twice before, which is a good, quality, functional product at release to please their player base, which has been begging them to do so. I think we can all safely say we're just tired of the way things have been going with FPS games. It's been fairly brutal. Like, I see the cries out in the comment section, just somebody release something frickin' good, and I feel that. Trust me, it's been fucking hard, like, being an FPS fan, especially a Battlefield fan. It's never really been hard to release a good Battlefield game, which makes it even more frustrating because, of course, they fucked up BF5. That will probably be the last World War II Battlefield we will see for a very long time, which makes that one even to sting even more. And then we all know how 2042 went. So, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys are interested or excited for this new BF6 sort of hype train, the big reveal events, all this sort of stuff. We're going to see what they've been up to for a very, very long time. And let's hope it lives up to expectations for once in our lives. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.